Welcome to Visual Technology's 1400 Introduction into Web Design. In this video, we're going to take a look at how the internet works and how design can help display content. Let's take a quick look here at YouTube. YouTube is an excellent example of different types of media that are displayed in an organized fashion. So the design part of this is the organized part. Good design organizes the content in a way that's easy to understand and easy to navigate. And so all the code that's used to present this information, we can actually look up. Every site has source code that basically is telling this content to be placed where it is. And so if you go in here and you right click and say inspect element, it'll actually pull up that source code. If you look at the web page and the source code at the same time, as you hover over the different pieces, it'll actually tell you or show you where that is. And this is nice for debugging and trying to figure out what's going on when your code's doing funky things. So you can inspect element, or you can actually go into Chrome under View. There's a developer tab and say View Source, and that'll also pull it up in a new tab. So this is all the code. Just looks like junk to us right now, but we'll learn what all these things are by the end of this class. So let's take a look at how the information is passed when we actually type in a website address. So we're here in St. George, and when we make a little query, it'll actually shoot it up into the Salt Lake area, because that's the hub we're hooked up into. We'll zoom out a little bit. So our Google server is actually located down here in San Jose. It'll be thrown over to Reno, and then from Reno down to San Jose. And then it'll get the information that it needs, and it'll send it back the same route that it came. So if we go to google.jp for Japan, it'll actually pull up Japan's version of Google. So we search for monkeys, and it pulls up information. And so these results were pulled from Google's Japan server, which is actually located in Japan, not San Jose. So let's take a quick look at how the internet's changed over the last couple of years. So here's a graphical representation. It looks like back in 2002 we had 9% of the world's population online, and now we have 33% of the world's population online. And a lot of this is due to basically smartphones. People in poorer countries can afford a smartphone over a computer, and that smartphone has the ability to get online. So instantly that growth increases. Now let's look at usage. In 2002, most people only spend 46 minutes a day. Now here in 2012, it's a little outdated, but 4 hours a day. And I wager to guess that probably everybody in this class spends more than 4 hours a day. And so that's ever increasing. Total amount of websites, guesstimated around 3 million for 2002, and now we're up to 555 million. So just a ton more websites out. Web browsers. Back in 2002, Internet Explorer was the top dog. That's what everybody used. Nowadays, we got a couple different options. We got Chrome and we got Firefox. There's a couple other things like Opera and stuff like that. I think a lot of people are still on Internet Explorer because it comes as a default web browser on their computer. But you'll see as we learn to code and stuff that Internet Explorer isn't so friendly with the newer types of code and newer things that are coming out, like HTML5 and stuff like that. You'll build it and it'll look great on Chrome, and it'll look great on Firefox, but then you'll open it up and it'll just throw up on you on Internet Explorer. And that stinks, but a lot of people are still on it, so we still have to code for it. And there's a couple ways that we can fix that, and we'll learn about that as we go along in this course. And speeds have come a really long way. With the new internet service providers, we have access to higher and better speeds all the time. If we look at speeds by country, we can actually see how we rank against other countries. Hong Kong is up at the top, just crazy, 45 megabits per second. It's just amazingly fast. And America's not doing that great. We're way down here at 30, yeah, and so we're only getting 17 megabits, and that's not the best. So if we run a speed test right here on this computer, there's two different things that we're trying to measure: the download speed and the upload speed. The download is going to be for like downloading this video onto your computer. The faster that is, the less time you'll have to wait for buffering and stuff like that. The upload speed is important when, like for me, when I made this video, I've got to upload it to YouTube. And so usually the upload speed is lower. So it's going to take longer for this video to be uploaded than it does for you to download it to YouTube. And then here's another site that kind of shows us how the internet is growing across the world. But obviously the numbers are going to be changing based on your population. So China, as they get more percentage, their number of people that are connected is going to be so much higher. So, but that's kind of a cool way to look at it, see how the internet's growing, and see how many users there are. So today we covered kind of how the internet works, how we can get to websites, and how that information is transferred back and forth. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just go ahead and email your teacher, and they'll be glad to help.